Hi, Alvin here, and you are watching episode 27 of the 3-Minute Health Tip. In this episode, I'm going to talk about how to resolve your conflicts. One of the many emails that I get regularly and people asking me questions about this new health perspective known as G&M and the 5 biological laws is that, okay, I get it. I know that my back pain or my digestive issue or my rash is because of this unexpected conflict that I'm dealing with someone at work or with my spouse or with a neighbor. But how do I resolve it? How do I close this issue? How do I let go of that anger or let go of that lack of support? So number one, it's important to understand that just recognizing that your symptoms are because of these unexpected events in your life is a huge first step, because that awareness and acknowledgement is actually going to relax you emotionally, where you're not going to panic that you don't know why this pain came out of nowhere, that there's actually an explanation for it. That in and of itself is a huge first step. Now, the second step is, especially this is more for those of you that are dealing with chronic symptoms, that you know who it is that you're feeling unsupported by, or what circumstance or situation caught you off guard that is leading to your back pain, because subconsciously you're interpreting that as a lack of support. How do you change your perspective? What do you do? How do you resolve that conflict? Well, one of the key things that I've found over the years of utilizing this in my clinical practice is that a lot of our conflicts really come about from expectations that we have that don't get met. We have an expectation that we're going to get into a job, that it's going to be a job for life, that they're going to take care of us and our family, and then one day we find out that they're going to lay off people. We have this expectation that we're going to marry one person for the rest of our lives, that we're going to grow old together, have a family, and love each other until death do us part. And then we find out they're cheating on us and that they want a divorce. And so that could be a shock. So a lot of times we have these expectations that, again, oftentimes we create ourselves. And so one of the things that you have to really be aware of when trying to resolve your conflicts is, how do I let go of my expectations? How do I create a new expectation? Maybe you expected this job to be your dream job and to be there for the rest of your life, and it's not going to work out like that. So I'm going to look at it that this is a stepping stone job. This is like a full-time summer job. I'm going to gather the skills, make the contacts that I need to make in order to move on to the next step of my career, or to that next better opportunity that's going to come along. And perhaps that thinking or that perspective shift is what allows you to overcome that back pain because of the lack of support from your boss or coworkers as they're laying people in your job. Maybe if your lack of support comes from your spouse who decides that they want a divorce, and this was who you thought was the man or the woman of your dreams that you're going to grow old together, then your expectation has to shift now. Maybe you have to look at it that I'm going to marry 2 more people before I die. This isn't it for me. Or perhaps it's looking at the fact that, I want to be alone. Maybe this is the time of my life to really discover who I am and what I need to make myself fulfilled in my life. I know it's not easy to be able to look at these situations in a different way, but I believe we're all capable of that. And therefore, if we're capable of changing our perspective, we're all capable of resolving our conflicts and getting symptom relief. I want to thank you again for your attention, and I look forward to seeing you at the next episode.